Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the PASSHE West virtual session. We thank you for joining us today. Today we have Nicole Metzger from East Penn Manufacturing. Nicole, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate you joining us. We know that you're very busy, so we appreciate your time today. So today we're here to ask you some questions and to learn more about your organization. So Nicole, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role within East Penn Manufacturing.
Sure. So I work in our personnel department here at East Penn. So a lot of what I do consists of doing events like these, as well as traveling to colleges and universities within the local area, and then some outside of our local area to recruit students for internships and full-time positions here at our company.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, so we are a lead acid battery manufacturer located in Lyon Station, Pennsylvania, which is just a couple miles outside of Kutztown. So kind of between Reading, Pennsylvania and Allentown, Pennsylvania, pretty centrally located that way. We are fully vertically integrated. So not only do we manufacture our products, but we also have our own sales team, our own engineering department behind the design of the batteries, as well as our own accounting firm here to do all of our accounting, and also our own personnel department as well. We have over, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We have over 10,000 employees. Over about 8,000 are here at our manufacturing facility. And then we also have subsidiaries in warehouses across the United States.
Good. So definitely a big organization. So let's talk a little bit about your organization, and so attendees and those watching can understand the culture of your company. So what do you find that employees and interns like best about your organization?
Yeah, so we are a large company. So one really valuable thing that even affects me as well is I always know that this is a place I can stay here long term. There's room to move upward in the company, as well as the opportunity to maybe switch departments or cross-train in another department that I might be interested in. So it's something I can definitely see myself growing a career here, and I don't really see myself having to go outside the company to find growth.
That's fantastic information, and now that's so important now more than ever. So what makes your organization, in your opinion, unique from other companies?
Yeah, so we do have over 10,000 employees, like I said, and a lot of our sales team is scattered across the United States, but we are very family oriented. The company is family owned, and also while you're here and working here, you don't feel like you're just a number. A lot of the people I work with, we're on first name basis, and we do a lot of events that we bring everybody together. So we have a company picnic every year. We close down Dorney Park for the day for all of our employees. And with our sales team across the United States, we bring them all together once a year for an annual sales meeting. So we get to network that way as well. It's a great company, and I really do love how you feel like a family with so many employees.
Yeah, that's really important, and that's such a great point. So when people are hearing about your organization and they hear your company name and manufacturing, what is something that most people don't know or might even be surprised to learn about your organization?
Yeah, I mean, most people my age, or maybe my friends, they're not really into the automotive aftermarket or really know much about lead acid batteries. But it is cool because I always tell them our batteries don't always have our logo on it. It doesn't always say Decker Batteries or East Penn Manufacturing. About most of the batteries we produce, we're actually putting somebody else's label on it. So any Harley Davidson motorcycle you buy has our battery in it. We also make batteries for BMW, Volvo, Mercedes, Acura. So while you're driving one of those cars, our battery could potentially be in it.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's really interesting to hear all the brands that your company provides services to. So, when we're talking about your organization, tell us a little bit about opportunities that might be available for alumni, soon-to-be alumni, and current students with maybe possible internships.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we do most of everything here on site. So from the beginning of creating a battery, so we have design engineers, we have our lab technicians that are testing our product, we have our QAs that are making sure the quality of our product is up to standards, and then we also have our salesmen who are then selling our product. In addition to that, on the human resources side of things, we have our own medical facility on site. So we're always looking for people to come in for internships who are maybe interested in being an RN or a nurse, or even going to maybe PA school, because we have our own doctors on site every day to make sure that the people we're bringing in and hiring are physically fit to perform the job. And then also if anybody gets hurt or has an injury and they're coming back to work, that they're medically cleared and everything is safe. So there's a lot of opportunities to do internships, co-ops, and then also full-time jobs. We have a growing sales team, so as a lot of our salesmen are retiring, that's making a lot of new opportunities for people coming out of school looking to start their career in sales as well.
Great, thank you so much for that information, and all, really great opportunities, and even opportunities somebody might not think might be available within a manufacturing organization. So thank you for that information. So when we're talking about opportunities, what are some majors or skill sets that you look for as a recruiter for certain, for positions?
So for sales, it's definitely to be able to communicate, good personality, someone who's not afraid to go out on the field and make connections with people and really promote something. Also engineering, we have a wide variety of engineering. So anything from mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, to working down in our lab. So any science majors. I know a couple schools have like safety science, health and safety. That's a huge department here, especially because we are a lead acid battery manufacturer. We're always looking for safety technicians, health and safety, medical, so any nursing majors or medical assistants, there's definitely opportunities there. I was a business major, so I work in HR, but definitely if you're looking to get into the HR side of things, human resources, personnel, any of those majors definitely applicable.
Thank you so much. So we talked a little bit about, the majors and skills that would be of interest to you. So when a candidate is looking to submit a resume or cover letter, what is something that you look for, and maybe some advice that you have?
Yeah. So GPA for me isn't always the make or break. So having a GPA, a strong GPA is good, but also adding extracurriculars to your resume. So any type of sports that you may play, clubs that you join, any kind of volunteer work, that shows that you're not only going to school and doing your work, but you're also okay going out into the public, communicating, working with others, and that reflects a lot on how you would be as a worker or co-worker here at the company.
Good, thank you so much. And that's really important information, of information to include, and that it is valuable. So when you're thinking about then the next step, what tips do you have for candidates of things they should do and should not do during a job interview?
Yeah. Always be early. Don't be on time, because being early is being on time. Also, make sure you always dress professional. And if you don't know what professional is, make sure you find out before you go to your interview. Another thing is practice interview skills. Don't just fall back on the fact that you had really good grades in school or you think you're really qualified on paper. It's all about communication, being able to talk to somebody, look somebody in the eye, have good posture. And even today with the pandemic and everything, practice doing Zoom interviews. Don't be like, oh, I'm having technical difficulties 15 minutes before. Make sure everything works ahead of time, and just really practice. Practice with your parents, have questions prepared, and just kind of be there, be personable. That plays a lot more of a role in if you get the job or not versus what your resume looks like.
Thank you. Those are all great tips. So thinking about Zoom interviews as they are increasing in frequency due to the pandemic, and I'm sure that you've probably had to interview that way. What are some additional tips that you might have for somebody doing a Zoom interview? Because it is different than the face-to-face. So
Yeah. On a technology basis, if you're going to do a Zoom interview from home, make sure your dogs aren't barking in the background or your brother or sister isn't watching cartoons. Um, and again, look professional. Like, honestly, you can only see from the shoulders up, but it really does matter how you present yourself. Make sure there's good lighting. I mean, little tips like that, that plays a long role in hooking up your iPad directly to internet. Don't rely on maybe 2 bars of Wi-Fi. You're really selling yourself. So you want to make sure that you're clear, they can hear you okay, and it's not a stressful interview for the interviewer or the interviewee.
Correct. So as we end our time together, what is one piece of information you'd like to leave students or possible candidates as we end our session?
Yeah, definitely network. It's all about who you know. It's crazy how small of a world it is. So make sure you're always getting out there. And if you're looking for a job, tell people you're looking for a job, because you never know who they know and who they know, and so on and so forth down the line. We meet a lot of great people through word of mouth here at the company. And most of the people that we hire are here for the long run. And it's really great to see how so many people get connected that way.
Good. That's fantastic advice. So based on your recommendation, what are some ways that they can connect with you and your company?
Yeah, LinkedIn is actually a really good tool that I've been using. So I am on LinkedIn, if you want to search me there. Also, we do have a really new and advanced career site on our website. So you can actually make like a portal and become like a member of this career site. And if there's any positions that you're interested in, but maybe aren't posted, you can kind of just join like groups. So if something is posted in the near future, you get a notification. So it's a lot of virtual stuff that we're really trying to stay connected to applicants that way.
Good. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions? We'll see if we have any questions. If we do not,
We do not have any questions.
great. Thank you so much, Emma. So we do not have questions at this time. So Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. It was really great speaking with you about your organization, East Penn Manufacturing, and I learned a lot. And we look forward to helping our students and alumni connect with your organization. So thank you everyone for joining us, and stay well.
Thank you.